Hi, Spanish Fork. So what dessert screams summer? How about blueberry pie with creamy vanilla ice cream? Well, you can actually have blueberry pie all year long because it's so easy to make. Amazing blueberry pie is coming up today on Cooking Made Easy with June, brought to you by Macy's, the happy shopping store in Spanish Fork. Hello everyone, I'm so excited to be here. I'm June, the happy Thai girl, if you don't know. We are making this amazing blueberry pie. So I'm not gonna lie, my family was over and I've been trying to get my sister-in-law, who actually started making this for us. Every year we go to South Carolina where they live, and we would go and during blueberry season. Oh my gosh, if you ever have the opportunity to go there during blueberry season and take your whole family or just you and go and pick fresh, amazing blueberries. You can eat as many as you want as you pick, and then you come out with all these blueberries coming out of your ears. And and she makes pies for us and I love it. But anyways, I've been trying to get her on, but she refuses to come on, so she shared the recipe with me. So here I am sharing it with you, and it's so easy. So first of all, we start out with lots of blueberries. Now I know we're in Utah, and sometimes off season we don't have lots of blueberries, or they become more expensive. So the recipe actually, you can also start out this part, the first part of making the filling. We can start out by using frozen blueberries. But today I was able to go to Macy's and found really delicious looking blueberries, and so I was able to get enough for us to have wonderful filling with fresh berries, and at the end we top it with fresh berries. So I'm going to start out by adding 3 cups of blueberries, and I'm pretty generous. I'm not like, packed down or trying to be approximate, but okay, look, even if you get a little bit of that stem on there, it's going to still taste good because it's in sugar. So that's not a big deal. So we have 2 cups, and then we're going to add 3 cups. So again, you could do the fresh frozen berries and it will be delicious also. So that's about 3 cups of blueberries. Next, I have my little recipe here, and we add 1.5 cups of sugar. So you do it in this order because we're going to have cornstarch, and we don't want to have clumpy cornstarch. So you put in the dry ingredients with the blueberries, so 1 and 1/2. Love my little measuring cups. The only downside is sometimes you have to get used to the little handles. So this is a 1/4 cup, so 1.5 cups. So you shake it off to make sure that it's approximate enough of sugar. And then we add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, or I just say a pinch, so that's close enough. Put this over. Oh, okay, let me go do that part so I won't lose my thought. I forgot to tell you about the crust. Hold a second. Okay, and then we add 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. Well, let me check that. I haven't memorized yet. I'm going through my phone looking for my recipe, but I saw pictures of my cute little granddaughter. Okay, so 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. And cornstarch is hard to measure sometimes, and I found this container that I love that I can stick my tablespoons in. Because if you try to measure in 1/4 cups, it's so hard to pour it in. It gets so messy. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, a pinch of salt, and then we go ahead and stir the blueberries in with the dry ingredients, just like this. So kind of like distribute the dry sugar and the cornstarch and salt into all around with the blueberries. Okay. At this point, we now add 1.5 cups of water. Oh, actually, it's a 1/2 cup of water. Gosh, I almost messed that up. 1/2 cup of water. There you go. And then just kind of stir it a little bit. And then, oh gosh, I see a little stem here. I'm going to take that out. I'll eat a blueberry. Okay, and then you just stir that. It's already good. Blueberries with sugar and cornstarch. But these blueberries are so good. Okay, so then we put it on the stove. Turn your stove on to medium-high heat. I'm just going to start that while it's heating up. I'm going to talk about the pie crust. So, of course, the first thing you do is you make your pie crust. All right, I'm not gonna lie, my sister-in-law is amazing at making beautiful pastries. She used to make cakes and things like that, but I'm not. I'm not the best at making pretty food. Not like pies and cookies. I just throw it all together. So this pie crust is subpar. All right, so I just started the heat up, and while it's heating up, I'm going to, on medium-high, I'm going to talk to you about the pie crust. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very cook of pretty food. I mean, like if it's food, I can display it well. But when it comes to look at this crust, it's technically you're supposed. This is a fresh frozen pie crust, refrigerated, and then you just put it in your pie pan. Maybe you can grease it a little bit, and then so you, according to instruction, you would bake it. This one, it's 450 for 12 minutes, but I did not stretch the pie crust and keep the edge on, and so it shrunk a little bit, but you know what, it'll still be amazing. But my sister-in-law, she does the rice or whatever, you know how you make it, the pie crust to keep the edges and keep its shape. She uses like weighted things, like they have all kinds of things to do that, but you could use beans and rice and things like that with parchment paper and just to press it down to keep its shape. So, but I didn't, but it's okay. It's gonna taste delicious and it's gonna be just fine. So anyway, so what you do is you have a pre-baked pie crust, or you can make your homemade pie crust. I know we have another episode with the perfect pie crust. You could do that. And then you have the pre-baked pie crust, and then you're going to make your filling. Okay, so that's really easy. So now let's go back to the stove. It's starting to get hot. And but you do not leave your stove when you're cooking something like this, because you do not want to burn the filling, right? I mean, you know how it scorches without you stirring. So you stir it pretty constantly. I have it on high because I'm right here on the stove. And then once it starts getting warm, I'll turn it to medium high. So while we're waiting on these yummy blueberries, I'm also going to talk a little bit about the fresh and frozen. So I have not tried it with the frozen berries, so like at this stage. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a little bit more liquid and a little bit more mushy. So I think you would still follow the recipe. You could add a little bit more cornstarch while as it bubbles, and if it looks like it's not going to thicken with the frozen berries, then I would add more cornstarch. Okay, so but anyway, so here's where it's we have the blueberries going. All right, so what we're going to do is, while it's starting to get warm, I'm going to go ahead and take a little break, and when we come back, I'll talk more and we'll add more stuff. So we're going to take a little break as it starts to get thickened. Okay, so come back. All right, look at this, guys. So pretty. I love this. So it's already thickening up. So it comes to a boil. You can turn down your stove to like probably medium and let it cook for about a minute or two. See how thick it's getting? So we want it really, really thick, almost like a paste. And that's not quite yet, just another minute or so. Because we are going to add a little bit of lemon juice, and we're also going to add some butter. Look at that. So pretty. Now it's getting not quite there. Another a few more seconds. I have it on medium. Stirring it till it's pretty thick. And again, it's going to thicken up more, but we want it really thick. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down, low. Okay, see how it's really getting thick? So I think this is good. I'm gonna turn it off the stove and it continues to cook. But look at how thick that is. It's like that. That's what you want, okay? So I turn off the stove. I'm gonna leave it on the stove because I'm gonna just leave it on the stove while I put some butter. Now, at this point, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. Get my knife. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. 1 and 2. And 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Just stir that in and let it melt the butter. I guess I could have just add the butter first and let it melt. It'll melt the butter more quickly and then add the lemon juice. Okay. Let's bring it over here. I'm going to put a little cloth under because you never know. Okay, so we have this. So really, you should let it cool for about 15 minutes or so. But I'm just gonna go ahead and add the fresh berries. So this is about 3 cups. Look at how much. It's a little bit more than 3 cups. 1, 2. So you can't have enough. So I'm going to add the rest of the blueberries. A lot of blueberries. So it's a little bit, about 3 cups, 3.5 cups maybe if you want. This is the part where it's just amazing because you have the cooked creamy blueberries, the sauce to put it together. And I see a little stem from the blueberries, but that's okay. I would say the one who gets a stem is the lucky guy or girl. You can make up your own traditions, right? And it's going to go into my, it's heavy. So I'm just gonna lift it up and go. Oh my gosh, that's so heavy. It's kind of awkward here. So I'm gonna spoon some in first. And then once I get a little bit in there, I'm going to put the rest in. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna put this here for a second and just pour it in. All right. There you go. That's so pretty. So you really can't make a mistake. Like, I am not the best, like pie crust maker, but I would say the filling is the star and the crust is the garnish, because this is the best part that you're going to have with ice cream or whipped cream, right? Mm-hmm. Woo, look at that. Amazing. Could just eat it warm with ice cream. That would be so good. Okay, so at this point, you're going to put it into your refrigerator, and you refrigerate it for about 2 hours before you serve it, unless it firms up sooner, then you can serve it that way. But so I'm going to put it in the fridge, and then we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to scoop it up, serve it up, and have a big taste or a big piece. All right, I know it's not gorgeous, but I think it's gorgeous, and ignore the little mistakes. Although I think, when those little things makes it really look so homemade and even better, right? So this, look at how easy that was. Okay, so I'm going to cut a slice for our plating. Let's do it right here. And I think I'm gonna use my knife and then dish it up. That's a pretty piece right there. Okay, say a little prayer so it look pretty for the picture. Oh gosh, the first piece is always a little difficult. Oh, look at that. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna cut me a little bit. And not to make it look messy. Not too much. Knock it in there. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I will do that. I'm going to put a sprig of mint on the pie. Look how beautiful that is. And a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I found this at Sam's Club. It's a big, huge thing of Haagen-Dazs. It was such a good price, so now we have it on hand all the time for such events such as this. Of course, oh my gosh, I should have a homemade ice cream episode. I wish if you guys have a really great homemade ice cream recipe, you will have to figure out a show. So I'm gonna put a scoop of vanilla ice cream right next to it. Do it next to it, right? Or should I put it on top? No, I'll just put it right here. Oh goodness, okay. Oh, there's blueberry, it's good. All right, I put a scoop of vanilla ice cream there. And I'm going to, you know what? I'll add another little sprig of mint on the pie, which if you have, mint grows everywhere. And it's such an easy thing to grow. You could even serve each dish if you're having a wedding or something with a sprig of mint. It's gonna be so amazing. Okay, so you have that. And put that away. Now, oh, I'm gonna get me some ice cream. Yum. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, here we go. You guys, this is beautiful summer, easy recipe for you. I love it. When we make a blueberry pie, I know that summer begins. I taste a little bit of that lemon juice. Truly, truly adds a touch. So make sure your lemon is freshly squeezed, not just from a bottle. So good. Okay, look at how pretty that is. You can have that for a wedding. So think about it. So you guys, easy, 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 and happy summer. Well, you can have it all year round. Look how easy it is. So happy cooking until next time.